The Pocono Mountains twice a year has become a popular vacation spot for tourists and a popular site for those who look to go on their honeymoons. Not for these 43 Sprint Cup drivers as we reach race 2 of 36, or 20 of 36, sorry, 21, live from Pocono Raceway for the running of the Pennsylvania 400. Last Tuesday at Loudon, Dylan Murray went to victory lane, winning the second caution-free event of the year, and with the pole sitter finishing 3 laps behind. As we look at several drivers that still have not gotten a win this year, Clint Boyer even comes into conversation. Greg Biffle, he starts 12th. Jeff Gordon, he's the all-time active wins leader at Pocono. He starts 10th. And here's a bigger surprise. Tony Stewart starting today in 21st place. Looking to join his teammate Ryan Newman in the chase. 4 spots, 4 drivers. If there are new winners, if there's a new winner today, that's going to shrink. If we get any repeat winners, the drivers of the must-win category better put together some amazing races between now and when the checkered flag falls at Atlanta. Jimmy Johnson is on the pole for today's race at Pocono as they come down this mile-long front stretch, and we are underway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Kevin Harvick takes the lead on the outside lane, going down the backstretch. Dylan Murray trying to get as many spots as he can. 3 wide with Kyle Busch. Contact there. Busch forces him on the apron. They still touch. They make it out of there okay. They make their way down into turn 3. They settle in single file through the first 8 cars. Dylan Murray gets a run on the 99 of Carl Edwards. He looks to bring the 2 of Keselowski with him. Kevin Harvick will lead lap 1. Kevin Harvick has 3 wins to his credit this year. He won Martinsville, the first Darlington race, and Chicagoland. And he's looking to add to his total to possibly join Denny Hamlin, who won the first Pocono race. And Dylan Murray's got enough of a run that he just used the slingshot maneuver to get around Hamlin and Jr. Can't quite get Johnson off too, though, in the tunnel. Everything seems to settle down. Dylan's still not giving up. He is on the bottom lane. He's got Johnson out of the groove. Will Jr. go to help? Go to Jimmy? Nope. He's going to try to duck out in line, maybe following the draft of Dylan Murray, as Dylan Murray takes the lead by probably half a car length over Kevin Harvick that time as we head back down towards turn 1. The field is already single file pretty much all the way through at this point. Dale Jr. trying to hold even with his teammate. And Harvick gains probably half a second on Dylan Murray. Question is, will they come back to him? Keselowski looking to duck out in line. They think better of it. Just a reminder, we mentioned this a little bit in the pre-race. Between now and when the chase starts at Darlington, there's 5 races. Indy, Watkins, the 2 Watkins Glen races, Bristol, in Atlanta. The Watkins Glen doubleheader races. But in all honesty, in terms of tracks, there's really 40 racetracks between now and when the chase starts. The only one that we didn't race on, that we raced on earlier this year, that was Bristol. And Denny Hamlin won that race. We look for him to be strong. And the question is, we've mentioned those drivers, Tony Stewart, Clint Boyer, Jeff Burton, and Brad Keselowski are the final 4 spots on points. They've ran more consistent than anybody today. Keselowski went from the closest to the cut line on points. He's passed Burton and Boyer as of right now due to his starting spot. But drivers like Jeff Gordon, Greg Biffle, they need to win. If there are no new winners between now and Atlanta, that will be your chase. All the winners we had, plus the 4 drivers I mentioned earlier. So if you're somebody like Greg Biffle or Jeff Gordon, you got to go. Dylan Murray has opened up a 5-second gap over the 29 of Harvick, and that lead seems to have fairly stagnated itself out at this point in time as Dylan lets the car roll on through the corner and come to the start-finish line. That's another lap led for Dylan Murray. Green flag pit stop should begin to heat up at this point in this 40-lap affair. Here pretty soon. As we're praying to see some cars come in maybe this time, depending on how strategy plays out. Question is, and it looks like according to strategy, they're going to call Dylan Murray into pit here, and that should bring some more cars on pit road right about now. Dylan Murray is coming to you, guys. And he's bringing the floodgate with him. So far, the stop looks pretty good. Dylan says the car is taking off. Everything off really well. Just a slight pound around a wedge to tighten it up. He's down and away. Cars coming off pit lane. Harvick is on pit road as we speak, so this is a quick round of green flag stops, if I say so myself. And Jimmy Johnson is the new leader on pit road, which that'll probably change right about now. Austin Dillon, and this is a pit cycle. Austin Dillon is scored as the race leader. And Austin Dillon and Joe Nemechek are going to come down pit road right about, should come down this time. Which means this will turn the lead over to Dylan Murway right about now. Lead change. And the caution has come out. Looks like it is Bobby Labonte being slow on the apron. And Scott Speed turns him into the wall. Yeah, Scott Speed just ran him over. Not sure what that was about. Already had some interesting moments at the start. Harvick took the lead from Jimmy Johnson. Dylan Murway and Kyle Busch were doored into each other. As we get set for the first restart of the day. Green flag. Johnson takes the lead pretty quickly going into turn 2 with Dylan Murway, Dale Jr., Kevin Harvick, the top 4. Jr. gets the lead way on the inside. Here comes Kyle Busch in 6th. He got into the chase with his victory at Sonoma. And Dylan Murway is pushing Junior here down the front stretch. Gave him a nice little shot. And Junior to the point at Pocono. That was a nice push. They just locked bumpers and away they went. Oh, Hamlin bouncing into the wall. Bit of contact there. Dylan Murway getting his bearings back. And here comes Dylan to the back bumper of Kyle Busch, trying to work with him. I can understand his angle. He's all over the back bumper of that 18 car. Could see some cars come down pit road maybe this time. Hamlin crossing down low. Neck and neck for 4th. Nice little battle. Kyle Busch goes to push his teammate in the chute into turn 3. 6 cars in a blanket for the lead here at Pocono. 5 on the inside, 1 up top. Busch all the way down to the apron almost. Kyle Busch getting a little nudge into turn 1. 6 cars in a blanket here early on in Pocono in this mid-stage. So far, it's been a lot more competitive than the first race, which in the second half of the race, we had a lot of cautions. It seemed like the floodgates open. And could we see that, or will we see a different kind of Pocono today? Honestly, all signs could point to it being hopefully a clean race. Yeah, Dylan Murray wants to go, but Bush won't move. Dylan, oh, he had to root him out of the way. He had to tried rooting the 18 up off the groove in the corner, and it looks like that didn't work. But out front is Dale Earnhardt Jr., who is your leader at Pocono, as we get ready to start the second round of green flag pit stops. Hamlin and Bush are down first. As we get set for another round of green flag stops.
Get ready. Give me a nice smooth stop here, guys.
Another good stop for Dylan, as he's going to come out with Kyle Busch as Junior comes down pit lane. Giving the lead to Harvick. And getting to the mid stages of today's race here at Pocono. I'd like to remind you next Tuesday at 12:15 Mountain Time, so 2:15 Eastern, will be the Brickyard 400. As caution comes out, Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets turned off a pit lane.
I've got a clean-up truck and a vacuum truck out on the racetrack cleaning it up.
That was an interesting strategy, I guess. Junior spins out, getting off pit road. Good thing he has that win. Otherwise, that ought to be a big blow to him. Pace car is off. Let's crank it up. Oh, two cars into the wall. McDowell, Keselowski. They save it. McMurray takes the lead off two. And here comes Dylan Murray trying to go to the inside. Already some possible damage to the one. They're still side by side off of two. Johnson coming in third. Drafting with the 55 of Mark Martin.
Nice draft.
Jamie McMurray led that lap. So does McMurray, Murway, and Martin. Going for the lead in one. McMurray up the track. He hits the wall. They still stay straight. So the new top three is Murway, Martin, and Johnson. Here at Pocono, field seems to have stretched out again. There's a slow car up ahead that is McDowell. Oh, what a hit! Turn 3, hard crash, McDowell. That is a big time hit. Please punch the 98 spotter in the face for me for that. That's bullshit. Might as well fill it up.
No tires this time. We're ready for you, buddy. You ready, guys? Let's hustle here.
So, Mark Martin is now your new leader on this restart.
Nice job, boys. Great pit stop. Okay, let's get back in the rhythm. Let's go get these boys.
That is the third caution flag of the race.
Mark your door. At your door. Just work your way to the front. You got a traffic marker behind you. I'll give you a little tap. You're doing great, man. Eyesight's clear. Car tucked in behind you.
Dylan Murray going 3 wide. That's a tight spot. 3 wide in the tunnel. Somehow they didn't wreck right there. Johnson has the lead going into 3, by the way. And here comes Dylan, rim riding around the outside. And around goes the 83. Hard into the pit wall. The green is still out. That is a hard hit. And if I'm Jeff Gordon, you're thinking, oh, my life flashed before my eyes for about 5 seconds. Landon Castle slams into the pit wall. The caution is not out. Here comes Dylan Murray trying maybe give Paul Menard a shot into 3. He makes contact with, he basically muscled Kenseth out of the way. Here comes Dylan going 3 wide. Almost. And we somehow stay green. Keep in mind, while this all goes on, the field rages behind for 4th. Dylan Murray gave Danica a couple big shots in 1. And Danica goes up the hill, 3 wide, nearly. Almost 4 wide almost, as they stay straight. Everybody seems to settle down in 9th. Menard blends in the line, 3 wide, as around goes Menard, into the wall. Yep, why 4 wide never works at Pocono.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
That the two cars that spun that last caution are on the front row for this restart. It's ought to be interesting. Honestly, I'm also surprised Menard didn't pick the top side with his teammate pushing him. I know, I guess Harvick works better with the 25. I don't know. Menard and Mears take the lead. Here comes Harvick up in the middle. And around goes Harvick. Everybody wrecking. Several cars spin all over the place on the backstretch. Keselowski is in it. Montoya slides across the track further up. He's involved. Jimmy Johnson goes to the 8th, way down low to avoid. Oh, wow. More cars all over the place. Everybody's in it. Yellow flag number 5, folks. Harvick flips Montoya, slides back. Everybody gets in it. Well, late stages of this race. Could the frustrations of drivers wanting a win supersede drivers that don't have a win? You got Regan Smith in 3rd, Jeff Gordon all the way back in 7th. And Smith, oh, they save it somehow. Oh, no, they're wrecking. Everybody is in it. Another wreck. They're 4 wide. Reagan gets hit by Kane. Everybody gets in it.
Looks like you're running on empty. Let's fill her up for starters. Let's change those tires. We're ready when you are, pal.
So another late caution means Trevor Bayne, David Gilliland, and Jeff Gordon are on the front row for this restart.
Okay, boys. Safe and smart. Here we go.
Well, folks, this ought to be a fun restart. Can Jeff Gordon finally get into the chase with a win? We got 9 laps to figure it out.
Push that pace down, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. At your door.
Several finishes outside the top 30 the past few weeks have plagued Jeff Gordon. Hopefully a win could be in the cards for him. Biffle rim riding the top lane. Look at all the spots he just gained. 3 wide, 4 wide for a moment. As Dylan Murray flies past the field and could get the top 20 right out here. Trevor Bayne is still your leader. He is in the chase with a win at Daytona, by the way. So it is Trevor Bayne and Jeff Gordon fighting for the lead and the win with 9 laps to go. The young 20-year-old kid versus essentially what the master of Pocono, basically. As McDowell goes to the inside. Way down low. Magically, they all save it. Oh, there goes Quapple. The inside. Folks, this means we're going to have either chaos or an amazing restart. Joe Dimacek is on the front row. McMurray stayed out. How do things turn out here? McMurray and Nemechek are neck and neck. Nemechek is not in the top 30 in points. So if he wins, he would have to have something happen big in order to be considered chase eligible. As Dylan Murray takes the top spot. Surprised Nemechek hasn't made a move yet. You better a ton of cars coming on to pit road. Going to the inside, breaking the draft. 5 to go. A lot of these guys are going to have to pit. If a caution were to come out, like right now, see, Dylan is trying to save. Save. Big pack. Here comes Nemechek and McMurray for second. McMurray will take the spot. Oh, Dylan missed the line. He's into the wall. Still straight. Johnson in second, and around goes the 20. Hard into the inside wall. Hard crash. Off of the bumper of Johnson. Oh, hard hit at the entrance of pit road.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
This changes everything, folks. We're going to need to, for what is going to be a 3-lap sprint to the checkers.
All right, guys, we need to be smooth and fast here. In and out. Let's go.
So, wow. So, Robbie Gordon is on the front row for this restart. With Jeff Burton, who is inside. That was a violent hit at the end of pit road. As soon as Dylan got spun, that was an ugly hit. 3 to go. Burton has the lead in turn 1. Robbie fights back. And they're wrecking. One car hard into the inside wall on the backstretch. That is, couldn't tell who it was in the back that went hard into the wall like they did. It was a red car by the looks of it. Juan Montoya slams the fence. Kyle Busch is in it. Regan Smith, Mark Martin, Sam Hornish, and more. And more. Yep. Stremme to Menard. And then the field dies.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum truck out on the racetrack.
3 laps. Can Jeff Gordon get his first win? If there's a wreck at the white, the race is over and Jeff Gordon will win this race. Attempt 1. Landon Castle, can he hold even? Turn 1. Castle losing a lot of time on that outside lane. Carl Edwards is filed into second. Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick fight for the win here at Pocono. Somehow they're making it around okay. And out of turn 4, we will see the white flag here at Pocono. One more time around when we get to the start-finish line for Jeff Gordon. Dylan Murway, he's been through a lot in this race. Can he try to get a top 5 out of it? Came into the season, he had a strong-ish bit of races during the spring part of the year, and heading into the summer, he fell into a slump. And being part of the must-win part of the schedule, Jeff Gordon has risen up to his Big Daddy name and his performances of how he used to race in the 90s. As we make it out of the final turn, Jeff Gordon will hold off a hard-charging Carl Edwards and win the Pennsylvania 400 at Pocono. And how about David Gillen coming back to finish 10th? Good run for Casey Kane. He definitely needed one. Nemechek 11th. McMurray Jr. with a nice run in 15th. So, remember, new winners mean less spots for the guys outside the must-win category to make it into the chase. 4 have become 3 as Jeff Gordon wins today at Pocono. See you next week. We got 3 races. Indianapolis at 2:15 and a Watkins Glen doubleheader on Friday and Saturday. Both races will be at noon Eastern. Have a great day.